This is my drinks can transformer. So it's a sort of can bot. You put a normal drinks can in there, 330 ml one, and you can use the spindle up here. I've got a Proxon rotary tool in there at the moment. You can use that to cut various shapes out of the can, so you can transform this drinks can into, well, anything that you can make out of flat bits of metal. It's basically a CNC lathe that's designed specifically for cutting drinks cans. There's a spring-loaded mechanism here to hold it in place, and there's an engagement nub which goes into the hole that you drink your drink out of. So you've got a Y-axis here, there's an X-axis here, and there's a Z-axis there which moves the rotary tool up and down. It's a bit noisy, I won't start it up now, but I've got videos of it operating. And the idea behind it is that I didn't have any way of easily making things out of thin flat sheets of metal, such as battery clips and labels, things like that. So I decided, after having a go at putting a can on my CNC 3020, I decided to have a go at making a dedicated machine, which is a heck of a lot easier to set up. Basically you just pull that out, put the can in, put that back on. It's been a bit of a journey, but it does actually make things now. I've made a few labels and test pieces and so on. And there's videos on my blog and various photos of things that I've made with it. But now I'm probably going to use it as a tool to actually make flat things. The bit I'm using at the moment is I think it's actually a 30-degree D cutter. It's a similar bit that I use for engraving PCBs, and that seems to be the best bit. The problem with it is that because it's angled, the deeper you go, the wider a cut you make. So really a 10 or 15-degree one would be better, but unfortunately I broke all mine, so I've got some on order. I have tried some cutters and they don't really work too well. Some normal drill type milling cutters. The D cutter, because it goes down to a sharp point, it pierces the metal better, and that starts the cut off in a much better fashion than a drill that's trying to push its way through the material. But I'm quite happy at the moment with the D cutter. I might have a look at some other cutters later on. All the files are on Thingiverse, so if you want to have a go at making one, all the files are there. There's quite a lot of 3D printed parts, but there's also quite a lot of non 3D printed parts. There's quite a few bearings and nuts and bolts and things, and screws. There's 3 stepper motors, one for the X, one for the Y and one for the Z. The Z is a NEMA 11, the X and Y are NEMA 17s. They're a bit bigger. But there we go. I'll post some more videos of me making things with it as time goes.